Center. Now, for the benefit of our guests, you are seated right now in the auditorium of the Gauntlet Community Center. 30s, demolishing. See the stage? Gone. Curtains, gone. You think it's cold this morning? Imagine what it would be like. Gone. The whole thing gone. Now, I share all this not to alarm you, but to underscore the significance of the announcement that I'm about to make, an announcement that I have been dreaming of making for 7 years. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Now, what you have to appreciate right now is our guests are sitting here saying, what in the world is going on? 2 days ago, we signed a contract on one sweet piece of land, folks. Yes! 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 Oh, Lord, thank you for your goodness, God. Thank you for your faithfulness, God. God, you have been faithful to us as a people. Lord, you have been merciful to us as a people. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, thank you for your faithfulness to us, God. Thank you for your goodness to us, oh, God. Thank you for your mercy to us, oh, God, as a people. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm never going to make it through. I might tell you. The land is in Concord Township. It's right off of Route 1. And it is God's choice without question, brothers and sisters. What's been great is over the past week, I've pulled out this file and just began looking through and remembering all the different words and the ways that God encouraged us. One brother sent me a word about 6 months ago where he saw the ship, or the church as a ship. And the church was heading in a direction, and all of a sudden, echoing out from a ship was this announcement, "Land ho!" Land ho, yes, sir. Another word came in where the Lord was encouraging us that He was going to strategically position us as a church in the near future, but He was going to be pushing us out towards the rim. There was going to be a pushing out that was taking place. There was a sense where God was moving us out from this present location. Probably the most dramatic confirmation of this decision to move out a bit from our present location came actually 3 years ago. Bill Patton walked into my office and he said, "I feel the Lord speaking to me and I feel the land is in Concordville." And we began to look as a result of that more intentionally, actually as a result of that and other variables, we began to be more open to looking out in that area. See, for years we felt constrained to stay in this area. We felt a burden to not inconvenience anyone unnecessarily, particularly those that come a ways, travel ways just to get here. We wanted to serve those folks. So we spent years looking in this existing area, wanting to make sure that there were no doors that remained unknocked upon or unopened. And so we knocked on every single door. And I'm going to share with you some of the things that have taken place, but it's almost like God was not only closing doors, but He was pushing us out of this present area onward to something better. And again, you wouldn't have been aware of all the activity that was going on and all the searching that was going on, primarily because we didn't want to depress you. You know how many places we pursued or attempted to pursue over the past 10 years? 120. Here's one, Pulsations. You know, Pulsations, we were wrapped up, we were behind the scenes in that deal as the different headlines were coming out. Pulsation goes topless, Covenant Fellowship. was behind the scenes exploring whether God... I mean, I remember walking around through... Have you ever been in there? You're not going to answer that question, are you? There's some kind of ship up in the ceiling or something. And I mean, we were having great fun imagining the blast we could have in that place. Guess what? We're negotiating. We're working with the bank. Guess what happened? Tornado hits it. Ultimately, they end up selling it back to the bank, ends up selling it back to the owner. But there was all these kinds of things, at times bordering on the bizarre, that prevented us from Here's one. You see down south on 476, right down there by 95, there's a location down there we checked out in Ridley Township. Small little problem, no big deal, except there was fire spontaneously erupting underneath the ground. That would be quite a service, wouldn't it? No, that's not Dave's preaching. The location is really incredible. We had the architect. First time we met with the architect, he walked in our office, sat down, had a little preliminary conversation, set down his briefcase, and he said, you know what? You guys can't find a better place in all of Philadelphia than the site that you have. We're going primarily because God has made it evident that this is our future, that this is the base that He has chosen for us to continue the mission and even have a greater impact with the mission that God has called us to. Oh, folks, let's just pause for a second. Consider what is being said this morning. We have land. Land ho! You know. This is incredible. I haven't slept since Friday. This is incredible. See, this is like a church planting. It's almost like Covenant Fellowship is doing another church planting. And there are going to be sacrifices. There are going to be inconveniences, except now it's not just a team that's standing across the front of the stage. It's the entire church. Ephesians chapter 3, there's this little passage that explodes out of the text. It says, to Him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly beyond all that we ask or think, according to the power that works within us. Our testimony this morning, brothers and sisters, is that God has done exceedingly abundantly. All we wanted was a piece of land. God did exceedingly abundantly. All we wanted was a location, but God did exceedingly abundantly beyond what we could even ask or think, according to the power that works within us. And He deserves our praise. He deserves our rejoicing. He deserves our celebration this morning. So let's stand and let's celebrate the Lord Jesus Christ and what He has done in our midst, for He is worthy of glory. Don't you agree?
In majesty, He is seated for all time upon His throne. Princes and rulers will worship Him. For the kingdoms of the earth, for the kingdoms of the earth, for the kingdoms of the earth are His alone. Clap your hands, all ye nations, shout to God with a joyful cry. The Lord is King over all the earth. How great and awesome is the Lord Most High.
Clap your hands, all you nations.
Clap your hands, all ye nations. Shout to God with a joyful cry. The Lord is King over all the earth. How great and awesome is the Lord Most High.
Now let's let our brother Martin lead us as we declare and celebrate God's rule in our lives.
Clap your hands, all ye nations.
Clap your hands, all ye nations.
Shout to God with a joyful cry.
Shout to God